Welcome back to Instables, everyone. Again, leading into Powell tomorrow, speaking 30 minutes after market open. He also speaks on Thursday, 30 minutes after market open, sitting on a doji candle here. Again, having a pullback, a very nice pullback that we had in the Instables room today. I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And if you are a day trader, if you're looking for pre-market news before market open, for example, here with VCIG mentioning AI news in pre-market, having a major spike again, up 13%. Jumping all the way up to 40%, and then looking for that continuation above our $5 psychological resistance here. We continued on past it, all the way up to $11, over 100% on this breakout. Again, if you want to see pre-market news that you want to be watching, any major data sets, somebody that really does want to get these major runners in front of you as much as possible, go to instables.com in the description below, and for only $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the SPY with you guys here again, mentioning that we had a major pullback coming exactly at 444. Again, our 0.618 fib. We had this pullback. We had a continuation on lower, now hitting our 8-day moving average here, sitting exactly within our 0.5 fib, the strongest fib extension that we will be reaching. Again, our prior resistance that we did have, we were trying to continue on past 436, 437 here. We did continue on past it, now sitting on a rejection from our 0.618 fib. Again, our key level going into tomorrow for that possible gap up will be that proof of concept intraday on the 1 hour chart above our 437 level here for that possible continuation on higher. But remember, Powell speaks on Thursday. So going into tomorrow, if Powell does come in hawkish, then we can have a possible pullback, possibly even continue down to our 0.382 fib, depending on what he mentions. Again, tomorrow's watch very much will be on what he mentions about jobs and inflation. Again, inflation has been decreasing. He may take that route, mention that inflation very much is lowering, but also may mention that we are unsure if we have possible increases in rates to come. So that is the watch. And then the next watch will be if Jerome Powell mentions anything within our job reports. Again, we've had very strong job reports, but he's been mentioning for multiple months that we need decreases in job reports to have decreases in inflation. So again, we've been getting increases in jobs and getting decreases in inflation, the opposite of what he's been mentioning for the last few months. So again, we have been continuing on higher. Our key level will be here at 436, but our continuation level will be that proof of concept above 444. Now, the reason why this is a key resistance here and the reason why we have this rejection was because we had prior consolidation here exactly on this gap down, expecting this possible pullback here, now sitting on this pullback. Again, sitting on our 8-day moving average, we want to see a possible engulfing candle here and a continuation on this engulfing candle and that proof of concept above our 444 level, digesting Powell into next week. In my opinion, that is the watch if we're going to continue on higher. There is no rush into a possible continuation on higher as we are looking for that proof of concept here. But if Powell does come in hawkish, we will be looking for that proof of concept at 431, or if we do continue on below 431 intraday, then we can assume going into Thursday, again, for example, if Powell mentions that we have possible increases in rates to come, things are not looking so good as far as job reports, then we can have that continuation on lower into the next day as Powell speaks again on Thursday, 30 minutes after market open, just like tomorrow. So again, that could be that follow through on what we expect him to mention going into Thursday. Keep that in mind. What exactly he does mention will be that follow through into the next day. That is the play here. Now looking at our weekly chart, looking at our swing perspective, keeping an eye on our buy pressure. Again, we have that decrease in buy pressure on our daily MACD. As you guys can see, again, those two decreases in buy pressure, mentioned this over the weekend, having a cool down intraday. But again, our swing momentum is our weekly chart here. We have been increasing in buy pressure, looking for any possible white shaded lines will be that watch on this cool down. Any possible major sell-off that we would be having would be that major decrease in buy pressure. However, until we do get our 12 crossing below our 26 here on our MACD, then we will not have that confirmation on any major sell-off. So again, that's the watch here on the weekly chart. If we're going to have any major sell-off, we want our 12 to cross below our 26 on the MACD. As you guys can see, again, decreasing in buy pressure here, but this decrease in buy pressure still can be a continuation since we still have not even got our 12 below our 26 on our daily chart. So again, we have no reason to assume that we're on a major sell-off, only that we had a pullback leading into Powell, and we're going to see exactly what Powell mentions and see if we get a follow-through into the next day, depending on what he mentions. Now, looking at our monthly chart, I had to mention a key resistance here. The reason why is because if we do continue on higher with Powell, the play, in my opinion, will not be that continuation with Powell unless you're playing into news. And of course, you always want to play into the rumor and not exactly play into news, in my opinion, unless you are certain that Powell is going to be hawkish or dovish. I couldn't say which one he will be because last meeting he was pretty dovish, but also was pretty hawkish the prior meetings before that, mentioning we need a decrease in job reports. So again, we have a very key resistance on our monthly chart at 453, 455. And in my opinion, that will be our next pullback if we do continue on higher. Again, looking for that cool down on that possible swing term momentum, possible pullback intraday. That will be the watch again on our monthly chart. Key resistance on the larger time frames is the watch here. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for pre-market news before market open, any major volatile mover, again, like we had with VCIG, also mention the cues in the Instabills room. Again, as you guys can see, had a major spike on the 15-minute chart, had major resistance from prior consolidation, a nice pullback. Again, mentioning very plausible that we had a pullback since SPY was pulling back, had a major pullback, again, over 60% on this pullback. But if you did play this continuation on lower from support that we would have been looking for to trim from, then we would have had a 180% play here to the downside. Again, if you are a day trader, like I said, go to instabills.com in the description below. And for only $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabills, I appreciate every one of you guys for supporting the channel every single day, continuing to go at it, staying patient, taking what the market gives us as always. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate every one of you guys very much. And again, God bless you all. And I'll see you guys in pre-market.